All right, this looks pretty nice. 1440p, not bad. F-16 Falcon fighter by DC Designs. I've been getting a bunch of questions regarding F-16 Falcon, and when is this going to be available on the Xbox? Well, here's the problem, guys. Having Xbox version of the flight simulator, you're always going to have to wait a bit longer because of the process that it takes for them to check everything, approve everything. So it's not up to the developers, it's really up to Microsoft, and Microsoft has a really slow pace on how they approve these airplanes to be on the market, and the pricing, and etc., etc. This is why having a PC version of a flight simulator, it's better for so many reasons. You know, there's so many things you can do, including virtual reality, Tobii eye tracker, IR tracker, triple monitors, etc., etc. Free add-ons, and you're always going to have these airplanes come first to PC instead of the Xbox. So this is something that really sucks. That's why I always go back to playing Flight Simulator on my PC instead of the Xbox, because of that whole Microsoft waiting period. It really puts brakes on developers like DC Design, SC DC Design. They changed their name to SC, but it's still DC Designs. And you got other developers like India, Fox, Trout, something like that. They're working on F-35, which should be coming out sometime next week, 2022. But that's on PC. On a console, maybe you'll see it in spring, early spring or something like that. I don't know. So that's one of the things that sucks about a console version of Microsoft Flight Simulator versus a PC version. So this is the F-16I Falcon fighter. This thing has two-seaters. You have a Maverick pilot and a Viso. The Viso is the guy in the back. That's the Viso. He's taking care of the weapon systems, radar system, stuff like that, etc., etc. And of course, this is the pilot. So that's the difference between the C version and D and I. I version is definitely the best because you got a more advanced radar system. You can have more fuel that can last you longer. You can put more weapons, bombs, etc., etc. So this is the Lockheed Martin improvised version of F-16. I'm sorry, F-16I. Israeli Air Force is using these along with F-35. Pretty cool revision. You can also open the canopy like I did over here, and you can close it if you want, which I'm going to showcase here in a minute. You just come over here and there it is. You close it, and now it's much better. This is your camera, infrared, to see at night. You can also adjust the radar right here to see on the map. You can zoom in, I believe, like right here. I'll show you. it's right here. Yeah. So you can zoom in, zoom out. And your co-pilot, obviously, it's in the back. I have a Tobii eye tracker, but I'm not gonna use it for this live stream. Tobii eye tracker 5 works really well if you have it. I happen to have it, and let me tell you, if you have a triple monitor, triple screen, I think you're gonna benefit from Tobii eye tracker big time. Why? Because it focuses on your eye. Like when you move your eye a little bit to the left to look down at the instrument, the camera is gonna track your eye movement exactly the way you would look. If you want to look a little bit to the right to a certain button, the eye tracker will track it. So the eye tracker, it's truly ideal for movement of your head and your eyes. Okay? Basically what it's doing essentially the same thing that the IR tracker is doing, but with an extra bonus that's also tracking your eye. So not only is it tracking your head movement forward, backward, left, and right, but at the same time it's tracking your eyes. So when you're looking at the instruments, you can focus on what you need to focus when you are flying. This is perfect for individuals who have a full setup of instruments and flight sticks and whatnot. This way they can easily take off and land. They can perfect their flight. Okay, whatever the flight plan they have, you know. A lot of people have been complaining about this F-16 C, D, and I, and like I said yesterday, this comes mainly from DCS fanboys, Digital Combat Simulator fanboys. They're the ones that are complaining. No one who has this airplane on Flight Simulator has complained so far. There's absolutely nothing wrong. I think DC Designs did a good job on this, and I'm grateful that we have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off here. We're somewhere in, I think, northern Utah, I think, and it's snowing, obviously. So hey, what's up, Deacon? How you doing, man? I'm doing all right, you know. How you been, man? All right, so let's go ahead and let's take off. Hey, what's up, Brendan? I'm all right. How you guys doing? What the hell's going on? What the? Oh my God. I think I'm starting to understand why people are complaining now about this airplane. Oh Lord. Did you see that? I couldn't even take off without a glitch. You saw that, right? You guys seen that, huh? Let's try it again. Let me see. Oh, why is this happening?
Heavy taking off runway 27 west departure.
Hold on. What is the purpose of this happening? I mean, I don't see any brakes. Speed brakes, nothing. Everything's good. So why in the hell is this happening? Let me see. Now, it was working fine yesterday. But this is the different variation. This is I. This is F-16I. The one I was flying yesterday was C. And D. This is I. And let's try it again. Hold on. Let's put the canopy down. Canopy is down. Let's see. Alright. It seems that the afterburner kicks in automatically, which is ridiculous. I'm gonna go slow. Very slow. Let's see what happens. Oh, I see what's going on. The flaps. For some reason, the flaps are, let me see. They're down. Why? What's up with that? Hold on. Oh, the flaps are automatically tracked. Okay. That was a bug. What that was some kind of a bug. Now everything's smooth. We're gonna go into a sonic mode. Hey, yeah, Brendan, man. They're gonna charge $40 for this, but that's because Microsoft it's charging these developers more money to put out their airplanes on the market, which is total horseshit, to be honest. That's why playing Flight Simulator on the Xbox really gonna suck, guys. You should just play this on your PC. Because Microsoft wants to charge these developers an extra to put their games on the market. I mean, their airplanes, I'm sorry. Their airplanes on the market. That's why this is available. It's been available for a month now, since December 8th. This F-16 from Just Flight. That's why we're gonna get F-35, F-35B next week, because that's the beauty about a PC. On a PC, it's you just go to the developer website and you install it. You put it to a community folder and you're good to go. With a console, it's a different story. With a console, they're charging you. They're charging these developers, and they have to go through all the testings and everything, coding. That's why Just Flight and the others are not really. This is why PMDG got pulled out of the Xbox. I don't know what the relationship is going to be with PMDG and Xbox, Microsoft, and Asobo due to these practices that Microsoft is using. So that's the one shitty thing about Microsoft Store Marketplace. This is something, I don't know how many of you knew about this. And it's a really shitty practice. Steam is not doing this. That's why a lot of people put their shit on Steam. But Xbox is doing it. And then they jack up the prices as well. That's why the prices are so high. Like F-15 on the marketplace, it's $40. On a Just Flight, you can get it for $33 or $34. Washington State. I know. So that's what it's all about, Brendan. It's all about money. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's all about the money, man. It's so treacherous. It's such a treacherous business, you know. It's a business of lies, deceit, bullshit, and some more lies and some more BS. You know, it's just the way it is, man. It really sucks. I think the message was sent loud and clear to everybody how much these corporations care about people. When you look at these resellers and nothing was being done to stop the scalpers, whatever the fuck you call them, you know, let's call them scumbags, resellers. And they haven't put anything in place to combat these resellers, these scalpers. That shows you everything last year. how much they care about people, about customers. Okay? They only care about the money, ones and zeros. They don't really give a shit about how you feel. They don't give a shit about whether you supported them or didn't support them or bought their products or not. They don't really care. The only thing they care is to use you hook, line, and sinker so they can collect your cash. And that's it. It's just a money scheme. And as long as you have people out there purchasing their products and buying their products like a blind sheeps, and they're always going to be blind sheeps, they're out there. That shit's never going to end. As long as you have humans, you will have these blind sheeps. You're going to have corporations ripping people blind, ripping people off blind. You know, that's just the way the business is, Brendan. That shit never going to change. And it doesn't matter who it is, you know. Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, Valve, NVIDIA, Google, fill in the blank. It doesn't really matter who. You're going to get ripped off one way or the other. Same thing goes with the insurances, health insurances, dentist insurances, credit cards, especially credit cards. That's like they own you for life. Like they have you by the balls, you know. They can file the bankruptcy for you. They can have you, you know, freeze certain accounts. And I mean, it's just a treacherous fucking life. At this point, I wish that I had La Cosa Nostra be in charge. You know what? At least with Cosa Nostra, there were unions, you were being taken care of, you were making good money, your family was being taken care of. Now with this bullshit, you got how many homeless people in Los Angeles? How many homeless people in San Francisco? How many homeless people in Baltimore and Chicago? And they're gonna freeze to death. No one's gonna fucking take care of them. Nobody even knows how many we have anymore. You go to Central Florida, Orlando, homeless people, some of them, they lived in hotels and they got evicted and now they got nowhere else to live, and they got families. They live in their cars, their old beat up, you know, vans they have, and they have nothing, dude. They're out there. No one's taking care of them. But we can build a quarter of a billion airplane, and we can drop a $10 million bomb somewhere. We can bomb the shit out of some country. We can do that. We got all that kind of fucking money. We got money to build these, you know, facilities for these bourgeois bullshit fucking vaccines, but we have no money to take care of its own fucking citizens. There's so much fucking wrong with that picture, man. So much fucking wrong with that fucking picture. People who protest, people who have their opinions being voiced, they're put in federal penitentiaries. Federal penitentiaries. Federal prisons. Federal prisons. If that's not Nazi, Germany, Gestapo, then I don't know what the fuck it is. If that's not 1930s, 1940s Gestapo, then I don't know what the fuck it is. But no one has the balls to... no one has the balls... It's not that... Here's the problem. It's corrupted. It's all corrupted, man. This is what... this guy, I really like him, man. John Alite. He's an Albanian mobster. He used to be part of Gambino's family and all that. Even he says, this is the problem with our government, man. They're corrupted. They're corrupted just like mafia was corrupted. The only difference is they take no responsibility. In a mob, you took responsibility. If you did something that was against Cosa Nostra, you get fucking whacked. They would vote in. Should we whack this person? Should we not, you know? put a hit on this person or not, right? But in the government, these senators, they have these unlimited term limits. They can stay there till they die of natural causes. And then their family member will take over or be another senator. And they take no responsibility. They can do whatever they want to do, and they take no responsibility. It's corrupted, man. This is not what our forefathers had in mind. 1700, 1776. This is not what our forefathers has written down on the Declaration of Independence. There's a lot of corruption, man. And that's why you're seeing all this shit happening. It's the corruption at the worst level. And none of them will take responsibility because they're protected. They're part of the, they're part of the club. The club that you and I are not in it, But everything I tell you, you already know this. I hate to repeat myself like a fucking parrot, like talking to a fucking wall. Everything I told you here, you already know. Like, you know all of this. I don't need to fucking repeat myself. It's just a matter of, are you afraid to speak about it? Are you afraid? And a lot of people are afraid. I can smell their fucking fear. It stinks of anxiety and shortness of breath, fucking fear. They're afraid. They don't want to talk about it. This is why you got this shit happening, because good people do nothing. You have to speak up against something that's wrong. That's how it starts, man. That's what you're supposed to do. Because if you don't, well, then you're going to wake up in a totally different regime. Okay? Where it's going to become standard. And you're going to say, how did we end up here? Well, you end up here because no one did anything to, show any resistance to some of these ridiculous mandates that they're putting out there. It's a funny thing that you have to hear this from somebody who was born in Bosnia. That you have to hear this from a Bosnian American. Isn't that kind of hilarious that you have to hear this from a Bosnian American perspective? To tell you just how fucked up things are. So I don't know how I feel about 2022. I always try to stay positive. I always try to stay, optimistic, but it ain't looking pretty good, man, Brendan. We're all gonna have to move to the woods. We have to learn how to hunt. I don't know, man. We're gonna have to make some kind of a deal with the Sasquatches. We'll have to live next to the Sasquatches. New York City, Chicago, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle. These are the cities you need to avoid at any cost. Any cost. Any cost. These are the cities you need to avoid. Period. I'll take my chances with the Sasquatches. So far, I haven't heard anybody getting hurt from a big, hairy, 8-foot, 9-foot, 10-foot Sasquatch. I haven't heard anything. Or any evidence hasn't been presented where a Sasquatch has harmed another human being. But there's plenty of evidence of humans killing another humans and harming another human. There's plenty of fucking evidence of that. So what should you fear? Fear humans. That's what you should fear. Fear the humans. Humans are manipulators. They're selfish. They are capable of anything and everything. That's who you should fear. Mrs. Bigfoot. I don't know, man. They're too big, bro. They got too big of a booty. I wouldn't be able to handle it, man. Shit. A juvenile Sasquatch is about, check this out, 6.4, 6'4". Think about it. A juvenile Sasquatch is 6'4". And then when they become teenagers, they grow 7'5". And when they're grown into a full adult, they're about 8'5" to 8'9", depending how much they eat and how much they, are active and all that. So they can grow pretty big. And they have a very huge capacity on their lungs. And their vocal cords are very loud. And they're fast. They can rip a tree, flip it upside down, and shove it into the ground. And they build shelters, and they also build barriers. Believe it or not, there's a place up in Washington State, on the border of Washington State and British Columbia, where it's called the Misty Mountains. This is like a mecca of Sasquatches. And they have barriers. I kid you not. They built barriers and like a fence to let you know to stay away from here. Okay? Like, don't come up here. This is our territory. Like, they're letting you know. They're not animals. They're humanoids. They're highly intelligent beings. They don't use technology like we do. Okay? They're not technologically advanced, but they are spiritually, with nature, advanced. Okay? There's a big difference between a human like us, Homo sapiens, who actually are technologically advanced. These guys are spiritually, with nature, advanced, and we're not. They know that forest, that mountain better than anybody. During the night, during the day, during the winter, during a rainy storm, they know it better than anybody. So they're highly advanced on that field. Okay? And this came in from military reports. I don't know how much of research you guys have done on Sasquatches, but FBI and military actually, at one point, by mistake, they had made a report, and they clearly said there's certain zone areas you're not supposed to walk into. Like, you're forbidden to go there. It says property of U.S. government, right? It says property of U.S. government. But you know what that really means? It's a property of Sasquatches. But they put the sign that says property of U.S. governments. And there is no bases there. There's nothing there. No military installations. No nothing. But it says property of U.S. government. And they don't want you to go there. If you go there, if you wander there, if you wander around, if you go there, you'll get arrested. You can do some time in jail. Why? Because they want to keep these species secret for some reason. They don't want us to bother them. They're a very sacred species. Native Americans talked about them. Even the word Sasquatch comes from Native Americans, tribes. So they exist, guys. I don't care what anybody says. I really don't care. I know they exist. But is the government gonna acknowledge it? Why? I think not. No, they won't. They won't. They will never acknowledge it. Mark my words. Just like they will never acknowledge the aliens until aliens they show themselves, and then they have no choice. Okay? But they will never acknowledge these things. Mark my words. It will never happen. I'll take it to the grave. I'll say it right now, right here publicly. I'll take it to the fucking grave. They will never acknowledge it. Not in my lifetime. I'll take it to the grave. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I know they exist. Okay? And this other bullshit where people are saying that they eat humans, kiss my ass. That's such a propaganda bullshit, horseshit. They're not cannibals. They don't eat humans. They eat deer. Just like we eat deer. Okay? There is no evidence of them harming or attacking another human. Zero. There might have been some kind of a conflict between maybe our soldiers. There was one incident with one. Well, I'm not even sure to what extent this incident happened. This was in Washington again. Mount St. Helen. There was some kind of an incident between our military and these species, these Sasquatches. But no one got hurt. But it was just like a incident, you know, like some shit was gonna happen, but nothing happened. Basically, everybody cooled down and everybody calmed down and everything. So that's like the only thing that I know of, that I have heard. And this, what I'm telling you, actually, it's still top secret. But don't ask me how I know about it. Don't ask me how I know about it. Anyway. I'm going to end it right there. Sasquatches, they do exist. End of story. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on. There's a lot of things that exist, guys. Both on the ground and underground. And yes, there's a lot of species of extraterrestrials that exist out there in the universe. And that's the end of that. And I'll leave it at that. Now, you guys can, you know, have your own opinions and ideas and theories and have fun with it. But I told you what I know. Isn't it interesting? I'm supposed to be talking about the F-16, but all of a sudden we're talking about the Sasquatches. Isn't that weird? No, it's normal. Because I'm telling you the truth. I'm probably the only person on this planet that's telling you the truth. Possibly the last Mohicans of this planet that's telling you the truth. And look, man, guys, don't take my word for it. Knock yourself out. Go to Washington State. Go to Misty Mountains, which is just southeast of Mount St. Helen. Go up there. It's right on the border of British Columbia and United States, Washington State. Go out there and spend some time by yourself in the woods. And you'll hear some things, you'll see some things, you'll feel some things. Go out there. Do it. Don't take my word for it. Just go out there. Do it. No. Stop sitting in your comfortable, bourgeois, nice fireplace, you know, furniture, bourgeois house. No. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Go out there and then find out for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. Believe me, that's the only way you're going to find out. Okay? You got to go out there. And don't worry, it's not just the Sasquatches that you're going to bump into. There's some other things too you're going to bump into. You're not going to fucking believe with your own fucking eyes. Not to mention you have to worry about the grizzly bears, mountain lions, wolves, all kinds of things. Oh, Lord. I think I'm streaming this in 1440p, I believe, 1440p, and it should look really nice. Silence. Everybody, quiet. Enjoy the silence. Meditate. Cleanse your mind. I mean, listen, guys. Don't go into the woods and wilderness if you don't have any experience. All right. What I was saying is I was making a point. If you want to find out for yourself and you really have that urge to know, then the only way for that to happen is for you to go there. But you got to have some experience. You can't go into the wilderness without experience. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you to go there. No, I'm telling you don't go there. I'm simply saying you have to have experience, or have somebody be with you who's experienced trapper, hunter, climber, outdoorsman, who knows these trails and how to stay within the trails, so that way you don't get lost. Okay, and understands the forest really well. That's who you need. Somebody who's really experienced in that field. And I know I'm gonna mention a name and nobody listen, I'm gonna mention one name, and I know he's been getting a lot of flack. He's been getting a lot of negativity because people don't believe him. But let me tell you something about Todd Standing. That is the most experienced trapper, hunter, outdoorsman that I know of in British Columbia. He's the best. And I don't care what anybody says. Why do you think Survivor Man teamed up with him? Les Strauss. Why do you think Survivor Man teamed up with him? Because this guy truly is the best. I would go hiking with that guy anywhere in the British Columbia. He knows British Columbia better than anybody. Those mountains, those trails, the guy is truly top notch. And to have him by your side, you're in the good hands. Just follow his orders. Follow his instructions, and you're gonna be okay. But you gotta do exactly as he tells you. Okay, you can't freak out, you cannot panic, you cannot do some stupid shit. You have to follow his protocols, and you're gonna be okay. His expeditions, sure, they're pricey, you have to pay some money, but this guy's top notch. This guy's truly one of the best. And I don't give a fuck what Joe Rogan says. Fuck Joe Rogan. Fuck that guy. That guy has too much ego, man. Too much selfish ego. I don't like him anymore. Fuck Joe Rogan. Talks about unfuckable white men. Like, fuck you, dude. You are unfuckable, bald fucking shorty dwarf. How about that? You know, fuck that guy, man. That's not a joke. That's insulting. All right? It's insulting to so many people who have witnessed these species, and he's mocking them. Let me tell you something about Joe Rogan, because this needs to be fucking said. Joe fucking Rogan, when he was doing that TV show that paid him a lot of money called Joe Rogan Questions Everything, guess what? He didn't stay the night at these trails to camp with those other guys, those other unfuckable pussies that he called unfuckable white men. He actually, with his other guy, his other friend, he went to a 4-star hotel in Seattle. In Seattle. He went to a fucking 4-star hotel, paid for, and then came back the next morning on the location. He didn't spend the fucking night. He was scared shitless. That guy, I heard stories about him. He's a pussy. Scared shitless. Once he heard those voices, he was scared fucking shitless. So fuck Joe Rogan, okay? That's my fucking message. Fuck that guy. I used to respect him, but not anymore. This guy is all about himself, dude. Doesn't give a fuck. Got offered $100 million fucking dollars. Moved to fucking Spotify. Fuck this guy, man. Anyway, that's my message. I don't give a fuck. I call it the way I see it. I call it the way it is. If you're such a fucking badass, Joe Rogan, and you want to know, then go. By yourself. Go, dude. You got money. You got resources. Fucking go. Go out there. Build a fucking tent. Be this badass that you are. This badass fucking hunter. Go out there by yourself. Go to the Misty Mountains. Go to the British Columbia. Go out there where Todd Standing used to go. Spend a couple of weeks and come back. Then you can say you're the badass. And you can talk shit about Survivor Man. But it's easy to talk shit about Survivor Man. It's easy to talk shit about Todd Standing when you're fucking in a nice, beautiful fucking studio. Bourgeois, hundreds of, $25 million fucking house and a $10 million fucking studio. Yeah, it's fucking nice. It's nice. Yeah. It's easy to talk shit when you're living nice. In your comfort of your own fucking home. Come on, man. These people need to be called out for their bullshit. They need to be called out for what they are. Pussies. Anybody can fucking work out, build the muscle, learn a few moves, this and that, hit hard. Anybody can fucking do that. With a proper training. Give me a fucking break, man. Let's see what you are built inside. What kind of fucking courage do you have? Do you shit in your fucking pants? Do you have panic attacks? Shortness of breath? Anxiety, motherfucker, do you? We all know you do. When you were by yourself in the forest. And if you weren't afraid, Joe, you would have stayed there in the camp. You and your buddy, you left. You didn't stay in the camp. You fucking left. Once you heard those voices, you fucking left. You left. You fucking shit in your pants and you fucking left. to a fucking 4-star hotel. He was doing this show called Question Everything, and he went to Seattle, he went to Washington, and he spent maybe an hour and a half in the evening after dark, and after that he went home with his buddy. He went home, not home, to a hotel, I'm sorry. He went to a hotel to spend the night in a fucking hotel, and left those guys, those so-called pussies, unfuckable white men. He left them there. They stayed. They didn't leave. They stayed on the fucking camp. He didn't. He fucking left. And he admitted. He fucking admitted that he left. And then he talks shit about, you know, listen, man, I lost all the fucking respect for that fucking guy. I really did. I really did. The way he talks about people. So anybody who disagrees with you, anybody who has a different fucking belief than you, Joe, you're gonna just mock them? You're gonna talk shit about them? Is that what it is? That's some narcissistic fucking shit I've never seen before. Nah, dude, I haven't listened to him ever since he moved to fucking Spotify. I haven't listened to Joe Rogan since, I don't know, 2018, 2019. Fuck that guy, dude. He's always right, everybody else is wrong. His argument always supersedes your fucking argument, because he has this big ego and he knows it all. And he shows no respect to his guests, mocking them because they don't believe in what he believes. They have a different point of view than he fucking does. Fuck that shit, man. I'm not into that crap. You know? That's the real Joe Rogan. Just ask Alex Jones how many fucking times he stabbed Alex Jones in the back. I don't know why Alex Jones is giving him. It's almost like some kind of weird relationship. Like, you know how you always go back to your ex-girlfriend? And you know that your ex-girlfriend's not gonna fucking change. It's always gonna stab you in the fucking back. And he keeps going back to Joe. How many times he stabs you in the back, Alex? How many times? Even Eddie Brower knows how many times he stabbed you in the fucking back. Even Brendan Schaub knows how many times he stabbed you in the back. And look how he talked about Bob Lazar behind his back when he's not there in the studio. You know, the way he talks about all these guests he had in previously. Come on, man. He's a manipulator. Joe only cares about Joe. I'm gonna say so. I'm gonna end this segment right now. Joe only cares about Joe. And that's all there is to it. Now, you can believe it, don't believe it. I don't give a fuck less. I'm just telling you. Joe only cares about Joe. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody else but himself. The guy's such a pussy. He's afraid to go to Egypt to look at the fucking pyramids because he's afraid somebody will kidnap him. Talk about a pussy. And he's gonna talk about unfuckable white men who have the courage to face these species. Undiscovered species. They have lived among us for God knows how many centuries. But no, unfuckable white men. Fuck that, man. Fuck that shit. I don't like that. That's not funny to me. I don't find it funny. I find it fucking offensive. This is the same guy who went to a fucking hotel, couldn't stand, spending the night in the middle of the nowhere in the forest in Washington State because he was too fucking afraid. Same guy who talks about the pyramids and how much he loves the fucking pyramids. Not once did he fucking go to Egypt to look at the fucking pyramids, to see inside the fucking pyramids. No, I'm afraid to go there. They might kidnap me as a ransom. Pussy. Fuck, man. Fucking pussies everywhere these days, man. The amount, dude, this is, you guys have no idea how many pussies we have. Man pussies out there. You know? Unfucking believable. So anyway, that's the way I feel about Joe. Dude, I'll do it. I'll do it, man. That kind of money would set me for life, bro. I can pay off all my debt. I could, build myself a cabin in the woods, have my own farm in the woods, have my own little hideout in the woods, live that outdoor life. Fucking A, that one pay-per-view money. Fuck yeah, I'll do it. Tell me when and where I need to sign that shit. Tell me when I need to start training. I'll fucking do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. No problem. Thank you, Jose. I'll do it, man. I don't need the skills. I have the courage and I have the balls. And those are the things that you don't just buy. Those are the things that you're born with. Either you have it or you don't. Either you're born with it or you're not born with it. That's not something you can inherit and acquire or buy or purchase. No. That's something you were born with. Either you have it or you don't. That's what it's all about. If I had the money, honestly, I would do it. But right now I'm kind of hurting for money. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not going to bullshit you. If I had the money, I would have done an expedition with Todd Standing and have you guys come along. We would go there and it would be a very therapeutic, interesting experience, guys. I don't think you would ever want to go back to the city. And it's good to face your fears. It's good for you to face what you are fear of. You know, the darkness. You need to get comfortable with the darkness, just like you get comfortable with the light. Don't just get comfortable with one thing. You need to get comfortable with both. It's called the balance. That's what nature wants you to do. That's the key thing of the nature. Nature wants you to be balanced. Get comfortable with both darkness and the light. There's a lot of things that Native American tribes have figured out way back. You know, till we came here as settlers and took this beautiful country and turned it into a fucking shopping mall. They were so connected to the spirit of the nature, to the spirituality of a spirit that lives inside a human and the nature. Spirit is everywhere. it's in the forest, 100%. That's where usually, mainly, you can absorb it. 100% is the forest, is the nature. And Native Americans, they knew a lot. $1 million. Dude, that's all I need. That's all I need, brother. I'm good. I'm set for life after that. I'm sure Joe Rogan would make some kind of excuse. I don't want to hurt the guy, you know. I don't want to do it, you know. I have a podcast. I got other things I'm doing. I don't want to. I'm sure he'll make some excuse. I'm sure he would make some excuse. What are you guys doing for New Year's Eve? You guys have any plans for New Year's Eve? I'll go easy on Joe. I'll go easy. It's nothing personal, you know. It's like, you know, we're not gonna hurt each other too much. It's just business. It's just money. I know he hits hard, but I can take the hits. I can control my breathing. I don't panic. I can handle it. I've been there, done that. Okay? I had broken jaws, broken eye sockets. I've broken a lot of broken things, damaged. It's just you guys don't know about it. But you can see it on my face. It definitely shows. I can show you some scars, which maybe one day I'll show you some scars in the back. All the shit I've been through. That's nice. Eggnog. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I think that street brawler thing, you know, I think the referee would be pissed at me. But I would tell the referee, this is how I fight. I fight dirty. Not on that fucking bullshit dance. Grapple me here, grapple me there, move, take this move, touch my gloves. None of that bullshit. Nah, I'm gonna be unpredictable. You're not gonna fucking see how am I gonna get you. You're gonna be fucking confused. You're gonna have shortness of breath. You'll have panic attacks because you can't figure out what's my next fucking move gonna be. That's how I roll. Unpredictability. Unpredictability is the best fucking medicine to take the beast down, any kind of beast. I would do it, man, for 1 million. Are you fucking kidding me? In a heartbeat. Just tell me where I gotta sign up. Tell me where I have to sign up. Tell me when we start the training. Tell me when we're gonna do the camp. Go to the camp, start training. I'm ready. Fucking A, dude. I'll do it in a heartbeat. Oh, dude, that was Russell Pliskin. Russell, dude, I still have him. Russell Pliskin. I still have him, dude. I need to finish that. I'll fight like that guy. Yeah, yeah. Russell Pliskin, dude. I need to finish that. The whole fucking heavyweight division. He done the welterweight, the middleweight, and now he moved into the heavyweight. But I never finished the heavyweight division championship. I have to do that. I have to finish that. You know, just maybe next month to ring in the new year, 2022. I can finish the journey. I think it's long overdue, man, to bring the Russell Pliskin. Why I call him Russell Pliskin? Because he looks like Russell Crowe. I mean, Kurt Russell. He looks like Kurt. He looks like a Kurt Russell. And of course, Kurt Russell played in Escape from New York and Escape from LA, Snake Plissken, famous character Snake Plissken. So. Yeah. And his favorite song, Through the Wire, Through the Fire. I know exactly, man, who it is. Yes. Hell yeah, man. Absolutely, man. We gotta do that. I'm gonna do it next week, man. I'm gonna ring in the new year. I might do it Saturday. I don't know. New Year's Day. Ringing the New Year's Day. I just have to check my schedule. I gotta see what's going on with my schedule. Because my schedule right now is like, I really don't know where I'm gonna be tomorrow. If you know. Because the way my two jobs are, you know, it's on the call. But yeah, we're gonna do it for sure. For sure, man. We have to finish that. I still have my PlayStation. It's right here. I'll hook it up. We'll play directly from my PlayStation 4 Pro. Oh, by the way, Brendan, I think I told you yesterday, I got a now 4 games at a time. I have 4 games at a time that I can rent from GameFly. They upgraded me so quick, so fast, bro. I think they're watching me, man. I think they like me. I think they like my style. They might even have me, I don't know, become the CEO of the GameFly. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Could you check and see if this is 1440p? 1440p 60? Through the fire, through the wire, we can do it. Break through it. Hey, listen, man. A lot of people talk shit about Jake Paul, right? Remember, everybody was talking down on him, calling him this, calling him that, you know, all this bullshit, right? I love the underdogs, man. I always love the underdogs because I'm kind of underrated underdog myself. I love when you prove people wrong. I get an erection. It's like an orgasm to me. I get so fucking excited when I see all these naysayers get fucking proven wrong and they get shut down. I love it. All talking shit. Jake Paul can't do that. Nah, he defeated already two UFC champions. 2 of them. He knocked them down. Thank you, SC fan. Appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, man, Jake Paul, I wish him all the best of luck. He's on the rise, man. He's gonna be a big one, man. Just keep an eye on him. Oh no! Mayday, 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 mayday. Oh my God, mayday, mayday. All right, so now we have to walk from here, I guess. Open the canopy, open the canopy. Canopy, canopy. We have to walk from here. All right, get out. We have to walk, man. Yes. That's right. We have to walk. Hey, look, there's a road right there. We can go ahead and maybe someone will help us. You know, we'll be hitchhikers. Somebody will let us in. Oh yeah, SC fan. He has proven everybody wrong. And I love that, dude. I really love that. I listened to his brother podcast, you know, Logan Paul. And it's a pretty good podcast, dude. I really like his podcast. You guys should listen to it. Logan Paul. I'm sorry. Paul brothers and Logan Paul, you know, that's his older brother. And they're both good. They both have courage. They both, you know, when they say something, they mean it. And they stand by. And I respect that. You know what I mean? People ask me, what do I respect? I respect people who keep their word. You know, if they say they're going to do that, they're going to do it. Like if you say you're going to do something, I hold you to your word that you're going to do it. And they're types of brothers that when they say they're going to do something, they do it. And I respect that more than anything, more than money. I respect that. Because why? Because that's so rare to find these days. You know, it's so hard to find people who keep their word and they're like 100%. That's very difficult to find these days because everybody's just bullshitting, you know, talking bullshit, this and that, you know, like a running verbal diarrhea. I like people like that. I respect individuals like that who are honest and they tell you exactly, hey, I'm going to do this. I don't care. I say I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. What happens, happens. And I respect that. That's just me, you know. And that's a rare breed, man. And I'm so glad that he's on a rise because it's what you have these days, like these athletes, they're all just part of the club, you know. You look at LeBron, part of the club with the lefties, and you look at, you know, with all in the bed with China because of the NBA deals with China and all this other shit. You look at these athletes and their political movements and they're part of certain clubs and they have to do what the club is asked them to do. I have no respect for individuals like that, you know, because they're part of the fucking club. They're not people's people. They're sellouts for the club, whatever the fucking club is that they belong to, you know. But I have respect for the, you know, Paul's brothers, you know. All right, let's go to British Columbia as a matter of fact. Let's go to the true Sasquatch town. Like this is like as Sasquatch as you're gonna get. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Dana White wants UFC to face him. Dana White, you know. Dana White. Another pussy. I have to call these people out. Walking around with like 7 bodyguards and extra law enforcement. Like, why do you need all? What are you, like John Gotti? Who are you, dude? You know? What's up with that? What's with all the bodyguards? Jesus fucking Christ. You know? What are you afraid of? Every time I see people with a bunch of bodyguards, it's a pussification. It tells me everything I need to know. You know? All right, guys, we're in a Sasquatch town. Why do you need so many bodyguards? What's up with that? And on top of bodyguards, you got law enforcement and private security as well. Like, what do you need all that for, man? What are you, like a VITSEC, witness protection program or something? What do you need all that, Dana White? Why do you need so many chevrons? Like, what's up? You know, I'm the president of UFC. So what? You know, you don't need that many bodyguards. The fuck is with that? For real, these guys, man. These guys are such a fucking, you know, they only act tough on the camera. See, this is the difference between people who are truly a real motherfuckers. You never hear from them because they're the real motherfuckers, but you never hear from them. And there's so many of them out there. And then you have these prima donnas in front of a TV with their beautiful veneers teeth and cosmetic surgery and bullshit, you know, anabolic steroid shit they're taking and shoving in their veins. And they go to a tanning salon every fucking day and they try to tell you that they're, you know, that their shit doesn't stink. They try to tell you they're the badass. They try to tell you how they are, you know, tough guy, this and that. And then when you see them off the camera, they got like 10 fucking bodyguards around them, all armed. You know what I mean? All fucking armed, running around. That's right there. It's the that's a cunt. That right there, it's a cunt that smells of fear. It's a stinking cunt that smells of fear. It's like a juicy cunt smelling of fear. It stinks of fear. That's what that is. I hate to be so direct, but I'm living my life to the point where I just don't give a fuck. I call people what they are. I analyze them, and I call them what they are. That's all there is to it. Whether you like me or don't like me doesn't really fucking matter. That's the way I look at people these days. I'm past the bullshit meter. My bullshit meter needle has broken way too many times. My microphones I've dropped have broken many times. I just call it the way I see it, man. That's the way I am. I don't give a fuck if you want to be my friend, don't want to be my friend. I could give a fuck less how you feel. I'm just going to tell you what I have scanned and what I am getting from you. What kind of vibes I'm getting from you. You have this instinct. You have this gift from universe for a reason. So that way you can see and detect who is who. You know. And you can tell right away what this individual is and what this individual is not. You can easily detect that. Behind that fake smile and all that fake bullshit. Pretending and this and that. You know, Armani exchange, all these fucking expensive suits, all the fucking jewelry and gold and rings and, you know, diamond fucking sunglasses or whatever the fuck is that they have, that they put on their face. And you can tell what they are and what they're not. But nobody wants to call them out because they need them for business. A lot of money to be made. You know, money talks, bullshit walks. It's a treacherous society. Everybody's out for themselves. Everybody wants to use everybody so they can get to where they need to be. It's a treacherous, selfish survival of the fittest. Survival of the bullshit artist. No, that's what it is. It's today's society of individuals. It's survival of the fittest bullshitter, or survival of the fittest bullshit artist. if you are the fittest bullshit artist, you will survive. Even if it means selling your mother, selling your sister, selling your dog, whatever the fuck you gotta sell, you're gonna sell. So that way you can survive and be the fittest bullshit artist out there. That's what it's all about. Don't get me started with women. That's a whole different fucking subject. When it comes to women, I can write the best selling fucking novel books. That's why I don't go to dates anymore, because they know I know. I read them like an open fucking book. I just have to look at them for 5 minutes. I was like, all right, stop. And that's it. You know. Guys, that's what it's all about. And that's what you have out there. And you know it. I don't need to tell you this. You know it yourself. You've been there. You know it. You feel it. You live it. Now, if you don't want to admit to it, and you are okay with inhaling and exhaling that bullshit, well, that's on you. Enjoy it, you know. I know that, Brendan. I know. I was talking about, 90% of individuals out there. There is the 10% in this world that's truly good, kind, but that's a small number. 90% of individuals are out there for themselves, and that's all they're looking for, to satisfy their needs. Tomorrow's a Thursday, right? Oh shit. Tomorrow I'm gonna be busy all day long. Pull up! Pull up! Pull up! Wow. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening?
Altitude.
What the fuck's happening with this airplane?
Altitude.
Something's wrong with this thing. Come on, SCDCS. Come on, guys. I think I understand why people are complaining about this. I think Alright, so I think they had a legitimate reasons why they were bashing this airplane. But I think this can be fixed with a couple of patches, updates, But I think I'm starting to understand why some people are bitching and moaning about this airplane. That well, because of this, you just saw what happened, right? I did nothing wrong. I, slowly trusted my speed, and I slowly have adjusted my trim to go vertical. And as soon as I did that, the airplane lost the control. Yeah. So, okay, I take it back. I apologize to everybody yesterday whom I called cunts. I can admit it. Something is wrong here with the Falcon I. The Falcon I is the two-seater, and then you got Falcon D. The Falcon C seems to be working fine, but the D and I, especially this I, Falcon, seems to have some issues, major fucking issues, and hopefully they'll fix this up next month, next year, 2022, so it will work better. But there is problems. I see it now. I definitely see it. There are issues. You see, I can admit, when I find it, when I see it, I can admit that there's issues, sure. But nothing like NASCAR ignition, right? I'm gonna rent it, man. I gotta rent the ignition. Fuck that. NASCAR ignition, holy fuck, man. Blood pressure. Am I ready for the blood pressure? I don't know if I'm ready for blood pressure. NASCAR ignition blood pressure is gonna be one of its kind. I need you to be with me, Brendan, to keep me calm when I play the NASCAR ignition. There we go. Oh, that's better. But it's still, I can sense that this plane has some problems. It's not trimming the way it should be trimmed properly. I do notice that. It's only on this variation, the variation I. Not so much C and D, but I. Variation I, which is this is the variation model I, Falcon F-16. Yeah, we'll do it once I get it. Once I get it, but first I gotta finish my championship with what's his name? Pliskin. Russell Pliskin. Russell Pliskin. Call me Snake. Snake. No, he was like, call me Snake. Snake Pliskin. God, look like I give a shit. Alright, dinner. Alright, brother. Snake Pliskin, bro. What a badass. What an ultimate badass. I need to buy that movie in 4K. Working fine right now. You know, it's funny, this airplane, when it works, it's great. When it works. But when it doesn't work, then it sucks. But I'm sure all of this will be patched up. You know, I'm sure they'll look into it. They'll fix it. I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. You know, no product is perfect, but with a few patches and updates, I'm sure it will work just fine. What's up, M5? I'm all right, dude. I'm fine. I'm good. It's just, I'm a bit cranky around holidays, you know. But I'm good. I'm good, man. How you doing? ALM 5. I'll just call you Almighty. Almighty 5. I'm doing good, man. It's just I'll talk in innuendo without, you know, giving away too much. It's just I needed some time to isolate myself from bullshit, you know, from bullshit people. I had to isolate myself from people who like to think I'm some kind of a goat. Man. Spread his cheeks. I had to, you know, isolate myself from people who think that they can mistake my kindness for weakness. They think I'm stupid. You know, I had to just isolate myself from bullshit. Bullshit that's bad for me. And that's pretty much what I had to do last few days, just kind of filter myself out, if you know what I mean. Filter myself from unnecessary bullshit. If you catch my drift with all the innuendos. Oh yeah, man, absolutely. We have to do it. I mean, it's just sometimes I hate myself for always falling into the same trap. You know what I mean? I'm mad at me. I'm not like mad at anybody but me. I get mad at me because I'm like, I always, you know, end up jumping into the same goddamn trap, you know? You know, like a bear trap. It's like, fuck, you know that bear trap. You know it, you feel it, you felt it, you've been through it. Don't want to get trapped by that thing again. And sometimes I just, you know, I hate myself for doing that to myself, for fucking trapping myself into that bullshit. Yet another innuendo, you know? But, other than that, man, I'm good, you know. It's just I need to discipline myself and not fall in the same trap, You know, and again, it's my fault because I allow myself to fall into the same bullshit trap. You know what I mean? And you know it's a bullshit trap. Like, why am I putting myself into this bullshit trap? Like, I should know better. I always tell people, man, just with me, be humble, be honest. What I don't like, and this applies for both sexes, whether you're a woman or a man, doesn't matter, or whatever. You could be an extraterrestrial from another planet. The rules apply the same for me. It's, I want you to be honest. I want you to be straight up. Whatever it is, I don't want you to lie. I'm allergic to lies. That's something I just can't stand. You know, when somebody starts lying to me, that's it. And they know that they're lying. And then they're acting like, okay, I'm stupid or something, like I was born 2 minutes ago or some shit, you know, like I just cut my umbilical cord. I'm like some kind of yayo, stupid yayo. That drives me crazy. When people start insulting my intelligence and they think I'm stupid. I don't care about money. Money comes and goes. I lost some money today. I made some fucking money tomorrow. Comes and goes. Okay? As long as I'm healthy and I can move around, I'll make money. Don't worry. It's not about that. To me, it's about the principle. Can I trust you? You know? Can I really trust you? And everything in the back of my mind tells me, no, you cannot trust this individual. You know who this individual is. You already did your research on this individual. Don't give this individual a fucking chance. You fucking know it. They never change. They always stay the same. That's who they are. And I hate myself for giving people a fucking chance. You know. You know what I mean? Fuck, you know, here's what I'm trying to say. Fool me once, okay. Fool me once, okay, it happens. Fool me twice, it's on me. It's on me. Fool me the third time, well then fuck me. You know what I mean? And fuck me. So, and I'm talking about me. This has nothing to do with people or anybody specifically in general. I'm not trying to single out anybody specifically or anything like that. I'm talking about me, basically. I'm saying I hate myself for me, for allowing myself to put myself in that position to be screwed over like that every single time. And when I know better, I have experience, I'm an old dog, I know better. And I'm past giving people a chances anymore. I'm not giving people any chances. I'm not giving individuals any chances. With me, you only got one chance. You fuck that up, it's over. That's it. And that's what my New Year resolution is. That's my New Year resolution. With me, you only got one chance. You fuck that up, so I'm done with you. Moving on. So it's really, I'm criticizing me. I'm my biggest critic, basically, what I'm trying to tell you, Almighty Five. I'm my biggest critic, so I'm criticizing me for not having any self-respect for me, for allowing myself to fall into the same bullshit trap when I know it's a trap. You know. Hey, what's up, GC? How you doing? So that's really what this is. This is about me. I'm angry at me. That's what I'm angry with. I'm angry at me. Me. When I know better. When I know better. You know. How you doing, GC, brother? How's everything? because a lot of people have been asking me like what's going on. Like I said, it's really nothing to do with anybody specifically. It has to do with me, because at the end of the day, I know better. I know who is not, who is this, who is that, and people in my friend circle, like, I don't know why I give myself this abusement of, why do I put myself in the same trap, especially if I know who is this individual, what this individual is all about. Why do I put myself in that position? And I always, like, I hate myself for that, and I made a promise yesterday. I'm done with that, man. I'm gonna ring in this new year. I'm never gonna put myself in that position ever again. I'm giving people only one chance in my life circle, in my friends circle. Only one chance. You fuck that chance up, it's over. I move on. And people ask me, so what does the person has to do to be with me? Just be honest. That's all you gotta fucking do. Honesty. That's all I ask for. I'm not asking for your fucking money. I'm not asking for your fucking house or your fucking car or whatever the fuck is that you wanna give me. All I ask is one thing in return. Honesty. No bullshit. Just honesty. And when you start lying, that's where I get angry. Because now it's not bad enough that you don't want to honor the fact to be honest, but now you're still continuing to bullshit and lie. And that drives me even more crazy. And then this is why I'm through and through done giving people a second chance. I only give people a one chance in my friend circle. You're gonna have one chance only, and if you fuck that up, well, it's on you. And I think this should apply to everybody, not just me, guys. I don't really believe in second chances anymore. I think you gotta give people only a one chance, because I have never met anybody who actually changed what they are. I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't met anybody who actually changed their life or changed their ways of being who they are. Maybe you guys did, maybe, I don't know. But I personally haven't met an individual, and I'm 43. I've been around. I haven't met an individual that actually changed his or her life. They always stay the same. That's my experience, I'm speaking from my perspective. I'm not trying to tell you this is how it is. It's just I'm giving you my experience and my perspective, I just try and stay positive. Yeah, what else can you do, right? What else can we do? The alternative is what, To hide in the corner and cry about it? No, just keep your heads up, chin, learn from mistakes, and try to, regroup and learn from those mistakes. That's really what it's about, man. It's just about learning from mistakes, Because if you don't learn from mistakes, then that's not good. Then, my goodness, then you're in real trouble, man. It's like an addiction, being an addict, and like you never learn. Like, hey, you had many wake-up calls. Like, it's time to, hey, let go of this bullshit addiction or whatever it is that you have, and move on. That's if you have a self-respect. And that's why I'm angry at me sometimes, because like, hey, I need to have more self-respect for me. Like, don't put yourself in that position. You know better. Smart guy. You know how this shit works. You know how the world is. You know how the people are. And if you have that gift, why are you putting yourself in that position? So You know what I mean, GC? I know it's an innuendo. I'm not being direct. No, am I telling you exactly, what I've been through, what I've been going through? But I'm just kind of like in innuendo. I'm kind of like just giving you my observation of the situation that I was in. And at the end of the day, it's all me, man. It's all me. Because, again, I let myself fall into that trap. And I don't know why the fuck I do that. And that's something I need to work on. It's discipline. Discipline means discipline yourself and don't fall into the fucking trap ever again. And then learn from it, move on, and give other people an advice and let them know, hey, don't fall into that trap. And move on. That's all you can do. Don't look back in the past. Close that fucking chapter. What's done is done. Can't do nothing about that. Move forward, and that's it. Well, that's good, GC, man. That's good, bro. I just haven't, personally, I haven't had that experience yet, But that's good. I'm glad that happened to you, man. That you find somebody and gave somebody a second chance. Me personally, I haven't. Again, I'm speaking from my experience, guys. Everybody's different. I know you guys have your own experience. You have your own points of views on life. We're all different. I'm speaking for myself. Just keep that in mind. When I'm talking to you like this, I'm speaking from my experience, from my preference. Because I've been burnt way too many times. And it's all because I trusted people. Okay? And deep down, I know that this is a bullshitter, this is a liar. I know that this person is not going to change no matter what I fucking do. And then I blame myself for putting myself in that position, for allowing myself to be in that position. So that's what I mean by only giving people a one chance. Okay? And when I say people, I mean both sexes, male, female, okay? That's why I'm at the point where I'm like, all right, with me now, you only have one chance. That's it. Let there be a lesson learned for me and for the other person. Maybe next time you shouldn't lie. Maybe next time you shouldn't bullshit. Maybe next time you should be a fucking humble person and be fucking honest. Maybe that's what I'm trying to project here. And also to have self-respect for me. You gotta respect yourself. And the best way to respect yourself is by not putting yourself in those positions. Oh my God, here we go again. This airplane seems to be losing control at a certain altitude. Look at this. Jeez. Look at this, man. In the Sasquatch land. Oh my God, dude. swear, like, we're in the Sasquatch land, bro. Open the canopy. Let me exit this. Hold on. Main menu, yes. Yeah, this airplane definitely has some issues. Let's go to Kodiak, Alaska. Let's go with the classic F-16. I mean, I used to believe in second chances, you know, honestly, but now I'm getting older, man. Things are different, man. My points of view back then were different than they are now. And again, I'm speaking for myself. It's just that I don't want to go through that same bullshit pain, dude. Through the same suffering, you know. If I already been there and I know what it's all about, why do I want to put myself in that position again? You know what I mean? It's about self-respect, you know, and I'm speaking from my personal observation. Because honestly, I have never met I haven't met anyone who actually changed, if you know what I mean. Alright, canopy's closed. Let's see how this one works. This is a C. C version. The F-16. Did you see that?
EF Tower MRSO URKAY 19er 79er, heavy frequency change. Anchorage Center MRSO URKAY 19er 79er, heavy is type 2 miles southwest of Kodiak 2,500 feet. Request, flight following.
You guys have seen that, right?
Heavy Anchorage Center. Squawk or tree 67.
Every time I give it a thrust,
7 MRSO URKAY
every time I give it a thrust,
19er,
it just keeps flipping up and down.
MRSO URKAY 19er 79er, heavy radar contact 4 miles southwest of Kodiak 4,000 feet. Altimeter tree 0.13. Roger MRSO URKAY 19er 79er, heavy.
Yeah, that was strange. So there is a bug, for sure, on this plane that needs to be addressed. Thrust, it keeps jerking up and down. Kind of a similar experience that I had with Sukhoi 57. They're gonna need to update. They're gonna have to update this. Same thing. Look. I'm losing control again. Like something's wrong with the trimmer. I don't know why. But they'll have to update this one for sure. kind of altitude I can get with this F-16. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it still needs some work. I think that's what people were complaining about. It's a good plane, all three different variations, but it definitely needs some updates. For sure. You know, it's good, but it desires some more updates. Hopefully, those updates will come pretty soon. You know. I don't blame you, GC, man. I have that feeling too, bro. You know, there's plenty of times where I say to myself, dude, I don't want to work. But you know what? You look at those bills and you say, holy shit, those bills are piling up. Then you say, I gotta work. Thank you for being here, GC. Appreciate you, man. You know that, always. Always appreciate you guys. Well, he doesn't grow in trees, but they are trees. Money's made out of the trees, you know what I mean? The irony of that phrase is money doesn't grow in the trees. Money is made by the trees. We need the trees to make money. Isn't that hilarious? Yeah, John Madden passed away. Was it 85? Age of 85. Hopefully, the family will sue EA and take down the name from EA, so that way they don't have to use his name anymore. I'm sick and tired of EA using that name. I think it's time for EA just to let it go. It's time for somebody else to make a football game, or a college football game, or another, basketball game. I think it's time, dude, that we have variety of competition out there, man. That's what's missing. I'm tired of monopoly. Monopoly that's being used by the same people, same company that doesn't care. You see, it's twerking again. I wish that it wouldn't do that. I wish that it would stop twerking.
MRSO URKA Y19er 79er. Heavy contact anchorage center on 124.8. Good day. Going to 124.8 MRSO URKA Y19er 79er heavy. Anchorage center MRSO URKA Y19er 79er heavy. 3,200 feet. MRSO URKA Y19er 79er. Heavy anchorage, center altimeter tree.
We're in the anchorage.
Zero continue as planned. MRSO URKA Y19er 79er. Heavy contact anchorage center on 125.1. Good day. Going to 125.1 MRSO URKA Y19er 79er heavy. Anchorage center MRSO URKA Y19er 79er heavy 1,000 feet. MRSO URKA Y19er 79er heavy anchorage center altimeter tree 0.20 continue as planned.
You see what I mean by twerk? It's twerking right now. This is something they need to fix. This is the issue. It's not stable, and I think that's what people were complaining about. If F-16 was doing this in real life, this thing would never take off. They just need to work on stability. Parkinson's disease, I know. But I'm sure they'll fix it. GC, I wouldn't worry about this. They can fix this. They just, we'll have to wait a little bit until they come back from vacation, and then they can work on it. This is in Alaska, believe it or not. Oh, this is crazy. You know I cannot make this, but it's an emergency. A terrible emergency. No, this is suicide. Nope. This is suicide. I know. You're absolutely right about that. Well, before the medicine got advanced, people used to die of fever, man, back in the days. You know, there's nothing they could have done for it. And then penicillin came out. Oh, listen, we definitely live better than the way people used to live back in, 1400s, 1600s, even 1700s, even 1800s. We live way, way better, dude. Way, way, way better. We got medicine, advanced medicine technology. I mean, we do heart transplants for crying out loud. So we definitely have advanced. In many aspects, there's no question about it. The only thing that sucks, it's, our human DNA is still kind of the same. The selfishness, greed, power, all this other, bullshit that comes along with it. But other than that, we have advanced, there's no question about that. In terms of technology. What am I doing? This is crazy. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm gonna do this. This is a suicide mission. Emergency landing. Emergency. Emergency. Ah! So much for the emergency landing. Oh my god. Dude, I'm like in the Sasquatch land right now. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh Lord. Anyway, I screwed it up. There you have it. Welcome back, Brendan. Anyway, I gotta get going too, as a matter of fact. Look, here's what I'm gonna say about the F-16. I wouldn't purchase it just right yet. I would wait a little bit. Wait till they patch it up with more updates. You can wait for the console version if you want, but I think the console version will be more expensive. Right now, I mean, it's good, but it has issues. It has problems. It definitely needs some more work to be done on it. But if you can deal with these issues and not trimming properly and then shaking the tail, and then thruster not working the way it should be working, the afterburner not working the way it should be working, I go for it. But I think I would wait. I would wait for this plane to be patched up properly, you know. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, GC. Thank you, Almighty 5. Thank you, Jose. Dylan, you son of a bitch. And Deacon St. John. Thank you, Deacon. Thank you guys for being here. And I'll see you guys pretty soon. Before I don't know. I mean, I might see you New Year's Eve. I don't know, dude. We'll see. Because my schedule is so weird right now. But 100% I'll see you next year, Saturday. But there's a possibility I might see you Friday. It's just, I don't know. The schedule, it's kind of strange right now for me. But I'll see you when I see you. How's that? All right, guys. Thank you. Cheers. Be safe. Be good, guys. Okay? Stay positive. And I'll see you soon. Before the new year rings in.